Hello, welcome to Chaparral Middle School and our first Safe Distance Back to School night. My name is Mr. York and I teach digital video production, which is a 3-year program starting in 6th grade and continuing through 8th grade. But there are no prerequisites to any of these classes, so students can take these classes in any grade without prior experience or instruction. I also teach the 7th grade Project Lead the Way computer science classes, and I am the station manager for our Chaparral Cougar Network news program. This is our studio, where we broadcast live 4 times a week. To get involved in this program, simply submit an audition video to me at my email. This program takes place during our advocacy, so our broadcasts are not happening at this time, but it will continue as soon as we return to regular instruction from distance learning. Please go to Chaparral Newscast in YouTube to subscribe so that you are ready for when our live streaming broadcast resumes. Even though there is no advocacy, you can check out our broadcast from last year, our safe distance broadcast starting in March, and our pre-recorded content that should be starting soon featuring student work from our digital video production program. Now each one of these programs is related but unique, so to understand how it works, let's start with a look at my website that outlines all of these classes. We will start with the 6th grade Elective Wheel. This program is best explained by a video that I have linked in the description here from my colleague, Mr. Nickel, who is our art teacher at Chaparral. It explains the elective wheel, rotation process, and grading.
Hello, I'm Jeff Nickel, art teacher here at Chaparral. I just want to briefly explain the breakdown of how our 6th grade elective wheel is structured for the year. So as you probably already know, the elective wheel consists of 3 classes: art, Spanish, and video production. The year will be divided up into 3 parts for your student, where they'll spend 12 weeks in each class and then rotate to the next. Students in my class will obviously begin in art, then transition to Spanish, and then finish their year in video. While students in Spanish will move to video and then finish with art, and students in video will rotate to me and then finish their year in Spanish. So you'll notice that this setup does not divide evenly amongst the quarter system and the semesters. Each semester is 18 weeks and each quarter is typically 9 weeks. So the 12 weeks will obviously not fit exactly evenly in there. So the first thing to be aware of is that our quarterly grades are considered progress reports, and really only the semester grade is the official grade on students' transcripts. So what we do is we calculate the semester grades based on 2/3 of their first class, art in this case, and 1/3 of their grade from their second rotation, and that would be Spanish. Then the second semester will do the same, where the first semester class will count for 1/3 of their grade, and the second semester class will count for 2/3 of their grade. I hope this makes the structure of the classes and the grading clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask either one of your elective teachers or your 6th grade counselor.
This video covers all of my classes in case you are curious about the classes offered to other grade levels. So let's go to my website and see how these classes compare. Okay, this is my website, mryork.org, and you can tell from the home page when I talk about DVP and the Project Lead the Way classes in particular, they are designed to help students develop 4 basic skills. Number 1, creativity, attention to detail, group work, and of course working autonomously. I know those last 2 seem like they might be slightly contradictory, but even when we're working in a group, we're trying to work autonomously and make sure that we're making decisions, not necessarily being micromanaged, but with a certain amount of creativity and freedom. Project Lead the Way is particularly good at this, and those same ideas carry over into the digital video production program. This video right here is probably one of the most complicated that we've ever done. The planning involved in trying to film yourself 4 different times becomes very complicated very quickly. And it's that kind of attention to detail, focus, and planning that I try to instill in my students through these classes. Down here at the bottom of the website homepage, you will see the progression of video projects. This scaffolding shows the process that I use to teach students step by step, increasing each project in difficulty and skill. If you take a look at number 1, students start by filming a project given a storyboard. No dialogue, learn framing and angles. Number 2, film a project given a script and a storyboard, and you learn how to film audio. Next, film a project given a script, and you make the storyboard, learn to translate your own script into shots, and finally, write a script and a storyboard to create a project, and that's where you learn script writing. Remember, none of my classes have prerequisites, so if they did not take my class in 6th grade, they can still take it in 7th grade. If they didn't take it in 6th or 7th, they can still take it in 8th. Students can be a part of the digital video production program all 3 years at Chaparral. In 6th grade, the program is only 12 weeks long as part of the Elective Wheel, and it focuses primarily on lighting, framing, and storyboarding. There are 3 projects that we're able to do in 12 weeks, each one taking approximately 3 weeks apiece. In this class, students will have a chance to storyboard, film as a group, edit individually, and then evaluate each other. During distance learning, this process will change slightly in that it will become more individually focused. In 7th grade, students are primarily concerned with dialogue and writing, but they also have a chance to explore some of the facets of digital video production making that we didn't have time for in 6th grade. Things like B-roll footage, green screen, and voiceover. And by the end of the semester, students will be able to produce their own video, which they've storyboarded, written, collaborated with, filmed, edited, and completely produced every aspect of. It's a lot, but it makes for a very challenging, creative, and fun semester-long course. Students that have me in 7th grade for DVP can also choose to be in Project Lead the Way for the other semester. Looking at the Project Lead the Way tab on my homepage, you can see the course outline and all of the assignments as they are laid out by week. This is a nationwide program that we have purchased to be a part of. All students receive an account in which they can go online and access this curriculum. This curriculum involves several different projects throughout the semester, which I've supplemented with another Project Lead the Way program, which deals with app creation. So essentially it's 2 programs in one semester, what we call Innovators and Makers, and the Project Lead the Way App Inventor program. Students can take Project Lead the Way in the fall, as well as the spring, depending on what other classes they want to take. 8th grade DVP is a year-long course. The course description is here right under the 8th grade tab, along with several other resources for the class. You can see it listed here by 1st semester and 2nd semester. The assignments for my 8th grade class often change from year to year as the needs change for our school. If the school has a need, this is the class that gets to work on it and produce those videos. Videos for my 8th grade class often end up on CCNN or on our CCNN Chaparral Newscast channel on YouTube. I hope this helps you understand the difference between the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade DVP programs, as well as the Project Lead the Way computer science program. At this time, I'd like to shift gears and give you a look at our lab, as well as our broadcast studio. We really have a beautiful campus, but I wanted to take a second to show you where I get to teach. This is my room, room 124. The 124 lab includes 34 64-bit Mac Mini computers with 8 gigabytes of RAM each. Each station is equipped with a really great widescreen monitor for editing, as well as editing headphones. This amazing equipment allows our students to be creative and to produce some of the fantastic videos that you may have already seen either on our website or on our YouTube channel. As I mentioned earlier, our YouTube channel is Chaparral Newscast, and if you subscribe to that or check it out, you'll be able to see some of the videos that our students have produced. This is our broadcast equipment. You'll notice it's been turned off for the moment, but we're looking forward to turning it back on. Our live streaming broadcast takes about 8 students because it is so complicated. It includes several different computers and stations, including sound, broadcasting, and of course our Blackmagic ATEM studio, which allows us to go in between all of the different sources that we have, including video sources if we want to show something pre-recorded. Now I want to take you into the studio to show you exactly how things work, as well as some of our equipment. Earlier you saw me sitting in this chair in our green screen studio. This features our brand new LED lights, as well as our Canon 80D. Coincidentally, I'm recording with you guys right now on a GoPro Hero 8. This is our teleprompter computer, and you can see the text that I said earlier. Over here, you can see all of our studio lights, our softboxes, our teleprompters, and some of our cameras, which show the different angles that we use in our broadcast. Coming around to this side, students might recognize this setup, which I was using this week, as well as this backdrop. Again, if you'd like to be part of the Chaparral Cougar Network News program, all you have to do is send me an audition video, and that'll start the process. Thanks so much for joining me for our first Safe Distance Back to School night. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at syork@wvusd.org. Please feel free to explore my website at mryork.org. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Chaparral Newscast. Thanks so much, and have a great evening. Drive safe.